Hi everyone. Excuse the sweaty face and the not so fixed hair, but I've been running around all day and it's hot and it's humid, but I really wanted to be able to show you where I come in the summer to get most of my fresh produce. I do like to grow my own. I have a big garden, but I am not a big risk taker. So I wanted to make sure that every summer I had an option to feed my family the freshest produce I could, even if my garden wasn't doing so well. And this year is a terrible year for my garden, so I'm so glad that I have this opportunity to come to Old Path Farm. It's really close by, and it's called a CSA, which is Community Supported Agriculture. Community Supported Agriculture is a program that helps farmers reduce their risk while providing community members with good, healthy produce. What we do is we put into the farm some financial contribution at the beginning of the season. And then every week we get a box of fresh harvested vegetables. My CSA is a little different than the traditional. We also have quite a bit of pick your own. She likes to let us pick our own snap peas, cherry tomatoes, and then she also has a fresh cut herb garden and a fresh cut flower garden for us, which is amazing. We can come anytime, even if it's not our day, to pick up vegetables, to get any flowers we want for our tables and any herbs that we might need for cooking, which is absolutely fantastic. I don't have to spend any money on herbs all summer long. So, without further ado, I'm just going to take you on a quick tour of a few of the areas for my CSA, just so you can get a feel for what this one looks like. So my CSA actually has 3 fields she rotates between. There's the one across the street here. The most beautiful one is actually closed off today, so I can't go in. But isn't this just gorgeous? Yes, I'm out here in the pouring rain getting this shot for you. Wouldn't you want to go grocery shopping in a place like this? Apple trees for another time. Beautiful out here. So this is where I come to get a lot of my produce in the summer. She's got it set up really nice. Usually she has extra eggs for sale here. I just bought the last carton. Here's the pick your own. Then she has a list of what you can get. And she lays out all the bins nice. You just go down the row and pick one of everything. Or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is. And then she always has extras. Help yourself. So here's one of the U-pick fields. These are just herbs. This is all basil. I love pesto. I try to get enough to make at least 2 batches of pesto every week, if I can. But she also has chives, oregano, thyme, the usual stuff. There at the end is lovage, which is not your typical herb, but she does give us tips and tricks on what to do with it. So the field that I thought was closed, I'm actually going to get to go in just real quick to film it so I can show you what it looks like in here. It's absolutely beautiful. They're letting it rest for a couple years so that it'll give them a little bit more and their greenhouse. There's one more thing I like to pick at the very end because she has her own U-pick flower patch. So I'm going to pick a few flowers for our table, just a tiny little vase, and then I'll be done for the day. Alright guys, I'm all done picking for the day and gathering my vegetables. I'm going to take them home because it just poured rain here on me for a few minutes and I just want to get home and lay everything out on the counter to see what I have. But I'd like to give you a quick view of what you can pick up weekly at a CSA. I forgot to mention too at the very beginning, there's all different kinds of CSAs. Mine here offers an optional cheese package. They offer optional fresh baked bread, and they offer a chicken CSA, which is sort of interesting, but you're able to try some of the different cuts of chicken from a local farmer. Once a week you get, I think, a pound or 2 of chicken or a whole chicken. So that's interesting, and you can find CSAs that do all those things. Some CSAs have fruit, some are only vegetables, some you actually go to a local area for pickup. I know when my CSA here started, I actually didn't pick up here at the farm. I actually went to a local bagel shop and picked up my box there. So you can find something for any needs that you might have. Go to localharvest.org and you'll see a small box on the main page, and just click the radio button for CSA, type in your zip code, and it should give you all your options. Alright, so I went to the farmer's market and to my CSA farm today, and I came home with this huge bag of basil. I'm going to make tons of pesto with that. I'm going to make it with these garlic scapes, which are kind of like garlic. You just chop them up like green onions instead. I have a quart of peas, 2 zucchinis from my farm. I'd also got some extra zucchinis and summer squash from the farmer's market. Sweet turnips that go in my salad. 2 big things of lettuce. These funny looking things are called kohlrabi. I slice them up in my salad, or I use them to dip into hummus. They are good and sweet. A vegetable I'd never heard of till I moved to New York. Fennel, which I love to put in casserole with some lean sausage, and beets. We love roasted beets, and we cook the leaves with garlic and oil. Oh, so good with some blue cheese and some walnuts. I'll give you guys the recipe for that later. And I did splurge, and I bought a bag of homemade granola. So from here over to here, with the exception of the lettuce I got at the farmer's market, and all of this today came in my farmer's box, plus 1 carton of eggs and some flowers.